This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good night, Dr. Tranquility Lydia. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
Oh, it is amazing. I love New York. We're braced for a storm. One of two in the next couple of days, actually. But it's an amazing night. Great to chat with you.
Yeah, definitely a great pleasure to connect with you. Do tell us, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
I would have to say it's Satori PR, my PR business. I am a practitioner and became a major media expert and published on Forbes.com and in many, many magazines as an expert. And I became ill. And so I was stuck in bed and bored. And I decided to take my mobile phone and my MacBook Air and use my connections with some of my friends and colleagues and help them get work. And Satori PR was born. Actually, Dr. Tranquility PR.
Well, that is amazing.
And then Satori. Thanks. Yeah. And we have mutual friends.
We do. We have a ton of mutual friends, yeah? But,
yeah.
I mean, like, what spurred on that thought? Like, what was it? Was it an epiphany?
Yes. It was boredom. And it was also the knowledge that for the type of personality I have to be busy. So I'm just very blessed that at a time, to go through that during a time when there were MacBook Airs, which are very light computers, and, laptops, and cell phones were as prevalent and as, good as they were, that I was able to conduct a business over the phone. And at least sample it and try it out. I didn't charge. It wasn't like I charged a lot of money or anything like that.
So but you did charge. Oh my! She's like, I didn't charge a lot of money.
No. I mean, I would later discover that PR is a very, very lucrative business. That was, for me, it was just an opportunity to serve and help others and keep my mind occupied. So that was really the goal at the time.
Yeah, well, tell us about endurance then. It seems to be the theme tonight on the podcast. Who did you learn that from?
I think it's just a survival technique. And also being trained in mind-body medicine from Harvard and my protocols and the botanicals, et cetera, You learn how to adjust and how to act rather than react, because that's something you have to take to your patients or your clients or what have you.
Yeah, there's a beauty in the way you speak and think. Even from well, we did speak the day before for a bit, right? And then today, but
yes.
Thank
you.
Amazing audience. When I spoke to her, I said to her, hey, it's 12 minutes and we have to go quickly. And she said, well, I'm honored for the opportunity. That right there, folks, that is beautiful. Like that takes a level of practice, something that's habitual. So I do appreciate that. Tell me, one other thing that you've done. You're welcome. Tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
One of the things that I have done consistently over the last 3 years is, well, there's so many. There are several things. But I would have to say one of the things that I've done consistently is I've been on air on WGCH show, which is terrestrial radio, and also my relaxation exercises and techniques.
Tell us a bit about the relaxation exercise and techniques, please.
Sure. Well, I can tell you one. I actually posted a quick 5-second exercise up on Instagram, and it took off this morning. It had 12,000 views.
Wow.
I know. I was like, what? People were texting me, congratulating me, and I'm like, thank you, I think. I mean, I knew I put it out there. And I happened to glance at it and I was like, oh my gosh, views and some likes and some other things. So that's amazing. But one of the things that you can always do is to close off your right nostril and then take an inhalation through your left and exhalation through your left. And that trips the mind and the body into a relaxed state. So by the same basis here, the same rule of behavior, right? You could close off the left and do your inhalation and your exhalation through the right. And that energizes the body. So like if you know you're going to be eating a lot and you want to trip your metabolism and get some juices flowing and some energy moving there, or you're going to the gym and you're feeling a bit sluggish, close off the left nostril and do your inhalation and your exhalation through the right. And then conversely, the same.
Love it. Where's the best place for someone to connect with you who's listening?
There are a couple. I have a website, satorixpr.com, and that's the PR, but there's a lot about me on there and about my protocol, Date Therapy, which I've relaunched, and it's already off to the races. We are bringing down Dr.Tranquility.com. But you can still see some great interviews. I have interviews with Wayne Dyer and Joe Vitale and just some amazing, Dee Wallace, some amazing people. And I'm always on Facebook. DrTranquility.com has a presence there, and Date Therapy. So just Facebook.com/Date Therapy. It's real easy to find.
Again, amazing audience. You're hanging live from Dr. Tranquility Lydia.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's switch gears for a moment. Let me now invite you into my time machine that is
Yay.
surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Dr. Tranquility, what's your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest memory is my dad is holding me and I'm wearing like a onesie, hooded onesie, like for winter, like a jumpsuit. And my mom took a picture and my father and I literally have the same identical smile on our faces. But I remember being present in that moment, and I was barely a toddler.
Wow. So why do you think this memory is so clear?
Because I love my daddy. All girls love, well, a lot of us are fortunate, love our daddies to death, and our moms too, but there's always a special bond.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
Well, believe it or not, my dad is a therapist, and was at one point. He has a background in social work and ran a very large mental hospital in the state of New York, one of the largest in the city, Ward's Island, and many other division for youth. And he was always doing outreach and helping people. And he sits on a lot of boards for free upstate where he lives in the Hudson Valley, and really knows his stuff. He's a great administrator, but he's also, a bit of a healer out there, right? So God bless the social workers. So, I'm sure I come by it naturally. My mother, before she passed, was an occupational therapist for St. Francis Turning Point in Beacon. She was a CODA. She was an assistant. So I was determined not to be a therapist. I was going to study fashion. So, that was my original thought process, but it sort of shifted, and here I is. So it's like, okay, obviously I come by it naturally, right?
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind with that memory?
Yes.
The power of tranquility in legacy. To see your father holding you and ensuring that you were relaxed right there in that onesie. But to see what that has manifested into now, that you've definitely echoed the effects of the feeling you were in at that point in time. That relaxation that made you smile, yeah, that tranquility. To see that you are carrying the brand now, Dr. Tranquility, that is for me super amazing. The parallels.
Thank you for sharing that. That is an amazing insight and vision. That's beautiful. I love it. That's my new phraseology and theme going there.
There we go.
The new explanation. I love that. It's beautifully said. Well said.
Welcome. You're welcome. If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
That's an easy one. It was Ain't No Stopping Us Now by McFadden and Whitehead.
Yeah, I could see you singing that your entire life.
It was so funny. I thought of it last night and I woke up dancing in bed this morning thinking, I'm going to have to know this song. And now I remembered the song and I was just so happy it got me going today.
Oh, that's great. Wonderful.
Yeah, fantastic.
All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, so it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
I'm all set, sir.
Dr. Tranquility, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
Separated.
Do you have children?
No, I do not.
Do you believe in God?
I believe in a being that some refer to as gods, others universe, Yahweh, Jehovah. They're all the same to me.
Do you have
my interpretation?
Sure. Sorry about that. Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
TV, no, not specifically. But I'm in video as part of my work, so I'm often looking at video clips of things and imagery.
What about other screens, like the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Just a wee bit.
All right. If you had to
we'll leave it there.
If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, Dr. Tranquility Lydia, what would you say that is?
Steadfastly loyal, determined, prodigious, and prosperous.
Love it. Dr. Tranquility, this was such a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Just remember how uniquely special you are, and take a deep breath, stand in that power, open your eyes, and take it all on. Take it all in and take it all on. So enjoy.
Can I add
Life
something?
is short. Sure.
Ain't no stopping us now. Remember that.
There you go.
Dr. Tranquility, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you, sir. It was a great blast.
Love it.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.